Hey everyone, this is John from EastCoastArmory.com, and I'm here today with a project update video for this 1/6 scale Armortek Early Production Tiger 1. Since the last video update, a lot of progress has been made to the tank's lower hull, and we'll be going over these additions and modifications in this video. If anyone out there is getting a sense of deja vu, this is because almost the same exact upgrades have been made on a previous video on another Early Production Tiger 1 that I have going on concurrently along with this one. Many of the exact same revisions have been made, namely the addition of the sculpted weld beads, the angle brace rivet detailing, the torsion bar welded plugs, the track aligner, which on this version of the Armortek kit is actually supplied and is not need to be acquired, as was the case with the first rendition. The bodywork and deletion of the fasteners, as well as the addition of the bump stops. Now, like I mentioned in the previous video, the bump stops that you see here are an aftermarket cast brass component from Steve Winston. His email address listed below, and like I said in the other video, the pieces are highly recommended and install very easy and really give a nice detailed punch to the vehicle. Now, however, unlike the first generation Armortek Tiger, in which no bump stops are supplied, the newer versions of the Armortek kit do supply you with a kit supplied bump stop. However, the detailing is much basic and simpler compared to this all cast version that you see here. Moving along from the bump stop takes us again to the rigidity brace. Now, unlike the first generation version of the Tiger, in which this piece here was a laser cut piece of strip of steel that was bolted to the side of the hull, with the way the hull panels are, the bottom portion here of the wave plate was actually integrally bent into the sponson plate. The piece that you see here, detail, is actually absent on the Armortek kit, however was simply added. The piece that you see here is actually comprised out of a strip of plastic sheet styrene, which was then mounted, blended in, and then well detailed to make it better replicate that of the piece on the real tank. With this bit of detailing here, it helps the look of the model and makes it look a little bit more prototypical. It is also at this stage when I can start to install the final drive guards as well as the final drive braces. Like what was mentioned in my other Tiger 1 video, the Armortek kit contains these pieces as separate metal components which are bolted to the tank. Now, on the original 2003 or first generation Armortek Tiger 1s, these same components here were made out of laser cut and rolled steel, while on the newer releases of the Armortek tank, they are made out of aluminum plate. The aluminum lends itself to the pieces being much lighter, and also makes them problem-free in terms of worrying about corrosion or rust, which can develop over time on the metal components. The installation of the components is also a little bit different from the earlier releases. Not so much with the side plates, but with the collars. On the original versions, there were two holes that were drilled into the face of the collar in which fasteners would be used for installation. If we recall, on the other build, I went ahead and deleted these fasteners with flush mounted fasteners and blended the face in with bodywork. On the newer Armortek releases, the pieces are pre-threaded and bolt and installed to the tank via side mounted flush fasteners. As for the plates, these will be receiving the same exact improvement that I made on the other plates that was shown on the other Tiger 1 video, in which I will bore these out with deeper inlets, as well as add another fastener location in order to bolt this component to the side of the hull as well. And here are the armored collar and reinforcement brace now mounted to the model. Just like with the other Tiger 1 video I have, they are mounted to the model in the exact same format, via hidden fasteners. just like with the other model, there's a hidden fastener around this location here, which was then tapped into the side hull plate. The fastener itself was then thoroughly deleted and blended smooth with the bodywork. All sculpted weld beads have been added in their appropriate locations to further enhance the look of the model. As for the armored collars themselves, in addition to the fasteners, the mounting fasteners that are designed for the kit, which do an adequate job and everything is pre-bent to fit the proper radiuses, I went ahead and added another fastener into this location here. I felt that in addition to the kit supply fasteners, this part here seemed to be a little bit unbraced in my opinion, and so to further keep the piece on the tank, again a hidden fastener was drilled, tapped, and then deleted with the bodywork. This was also done to the opposite side. Just like with the other build, it was at this point, once all the hull mods were completed, that the entire lower hull was then added with a coat of primer. Now with the primer added, I can go ahead and start working on the tank suspension. In addition to the lower hull, the interior itself has also been painted with its coat of primer, to which now it is ready for the next set of upgrades, which will be added and discussed in the next video. And that concludes this project update video for this 1/6 scale Armortek Early Production German Tiger 1. If you like this video, stop by and like us on Facebook, and don't forget to check out eastcoastarmory.com for more 1/6 and 1/16 scale builds and detail components. Thank you.